Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Guys?
All right, Holly. So the Michigan Wolverines kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. What does a top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quarterback extends the play. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give to Frazier. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. Got room on the return. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the grab, and there's not enough space. Touchdown, Michigan. They grab the early lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Unleashes it. Complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this.
Maybe some room here. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man at Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around. He's really proven to be a great back.
The Dogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Run inside. It's Marshall. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rushes on him. Avoids pressure on the right. Uncorks one to the middle. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Unloads it left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll turning it on. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They go play action. Bryce Underwood pulls it in. It's Marshall. After 45 on its way. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I'm not going to blame this quarterback if he's not looking back this guy's way. I mean, early in the game, he's given him several opportunities to catch the football. He hasn't made plays. And I think as a quarterback, sometimes you lose a little bit of confidence and you'll start looking elsewhere.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They kick it away on 4th down. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This offensive line takes a lot of pride. They're very good at communicating, and they love pushing fronts around. You're seeing it on that last play. Breaking off a long run, doing it early in the season in the opening game, that sets the tone for this offense.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it. It's Frazier there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 1st down, Nate Frazier. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Underwood to throw. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Underwood on the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Look at the big fella roll. Touchdown, Bulldog. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Running inside. It's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. He's piled up 76 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to bull his way in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. this Bulldog offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over in football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, though.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air. It's Stockton. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. There he goes. He's up to 90 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Underwood. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Wide open downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
The bad news on defense is you gave up a big completion. The good news, though, you showed great effort making a tackle and getting him down inside the 5-yard line. Effort does matter, and we'll see. If they can hold the offense here to 3 points, that might be the type of play defensively that may win you this game.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, it's Marshall. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Michigan!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Grabbed behind the line, it's Frazier. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. He takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines!
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. We're trying to add to that here at the end of the first half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking a pick six all the way to the house, that could really end up costing.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Michigan! The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to defend the field position with the return.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Along the sideline, got it in the end zone.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He's going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Tar Heels setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Snags it and he's open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Finds his man. It's Marshall. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Underwood. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Again, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Hunt is in the air. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Frazier again. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him.
There's a crease. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, It was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. Can't keep turning it over. They were turning it over, throwing the football, so let's run it. And after gashing him like that, if I was this offensive coordinator, I would just keep giving this guy the football regardless of what the defense does and see if he can break another long one.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Gets it just across the 30 to the 31-yard line, and that's where the return is stopped. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Here on third down. He wants to change this route. Underwood from the gun on third down. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
The run inside. It's Phillips. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. He's at the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs. Once he got some room, it was over.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. That's reeled in. It's Hansen.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Running inside. It's Marshall. Sweet cut there. Got a little grass. He now has 108 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Buchanan. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll move the tight end. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bull just shedding tackles. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football.
Breaks into the open.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, the running back has it. There's some room. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really...
They'll have a 1st down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. With the draw, it's Phillips. Fights off a defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll try the counter. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer. Pater. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Stockton. It's complete to the left. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on fourth down.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And the offense found no success with the backward-going pass. How about a forward pass on 2nd and long? Here's Underwood to throw. Pulls it in. It's Marsh.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Bryce Underwood to the air again. Oh, he wants it all. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They got the incompletion to stop the clock. Now they need another stop on 3rd down to get the ball back. Under fire, and down he goes.
What if I told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Stockton. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that was one of those, gotta have it. I mean, it's the 4th quarter, 4th down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver, but whatever.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The run inside, it's Phillips. Picks up the 1st down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And some room to work. Maybe a crease. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Back swinging for the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. And now we are set up for quite a finish. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Here's the pressure. Snagged out of the air. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking downfield on first down. He makes the grab, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, end of the game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, they run it right up the middle to try to give their kicker a good angle, and here we go. This is all you can ask for if you're the kicker, an opportunity to go win the game. The ball's right in the middle of the field. You got to go do your job.
Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And the chance for victory is straight ahead. A field goal attempt from right down the middle. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. From right in the center of the field, straight on to win the game. He's got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Back to pass, it's Stockton. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it down the field. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires.